pre-algebra students, Mr. Lawrence here with your flipped lesson, and after today's lesson you'll be able to say, I can graph linear equations written in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form looks like this. This is back from second quarter, but we're reviewing it because it's going to be so important to you next year in Algebra 1. And when y is alone, I'm in slope-intercept form if I have a linear equation. And the b is my y-intercept, right? It's the y-intercept. It's going to be the point 0 and then whatever b's value is. Okay, and m is my slope, right? Remember, slope was rise over run. It's going to be, sorry, not run. It's going to be the movement of the y, whether it be up or down, depending on the sign, and then the movement of the x. And I'll show you how to do these. They're real simple. Most of you will remember. Okay, so let's check this out here. All right, number one, y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Well, my y is alone. That means I'm in slope-intercept form. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my y-intercept, my b. And I look at the number that is either added or subtracted to x. And so that'll be 0, 1. And I go and I plot 0, 1. You might think of b as the beginning. It's how you begin graphing these. Now I do my slope. It's the coefficient on x, the number in front of x. And I like my slope to be a fraction. I've got a fraction, so it's 3/4. So I'm going to rise 3, and I'm going to run 4. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I know to go up and right? Well, the 3 was positive, so I went up 3, and the 4 was positive, so I went right 3. I can do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So now I'm ready to draw my line. And my line is going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. And remember, I have to have arrowheads on the end of my line because my line goes forever. And so I'll draw that arrowhead in there. All right, let's check out the second one. Going to find my b. Y is alone, first of all. Find my b, which is going to be 0, -4. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the y-axis, down 4. And then I do my slope. My slope in this case is 2, but I like my slope to be a fraction, so I'm going to do 2/1. So I'm going to rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. All right, so where are my lines? There it is. So my line will do something like this. And if I draw my line well, you'll notice that no matter where I rise and run, I keep hitting the line. If I go here and I rise, I rise 2 and run 1, look at that, I hit the line again. If I rise 2, run 1, I rise 2, run 1, it's all the same. See, I keep hitting the line. I have a hard time drawing a straight line there, sorry. Okay, one last example, and that'll be it for the video. Here I have y equals -2/3 x minus 1. So first of all, I'm going to find b. It's like b is going to be at 0, -1. Got it from right there. So right there on my graph. And now my slope is -2/3. Now one thing you might want to do, you might want to change this sign here and stick that negative with the numerator. You could have chose to stick it to the denominator, but you can't put it in both places. So I'm going to recommend you stick it on the numerator. Just change the negative and stick the sign on the numerator. So now I've got to go down 2 because my rise is negative. So I'm going to go down 2. My run is still positive, so I'm going to go right 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, go down 2, right 1, 2, 3. Now, just to show you that I'm not crazy, although I am a little bit strange from time to time, let me find a nice different color here. There we go. If I had used a slope of 2, -3, watch what will happen. Go to my y-intercept, 0, -1. Now my slope now is positive, so I'm going to rise 2, and I'm going to run -3, just like that. And rise 2 and go left 3. And then I'm going to draw my line. Now I'm going to draw my line from my original red points. But you can see that I hit the purplish points too. It's the same thing both ways. Doesn't matter if that negative goes in the numerator or the denominator. Can't do both. If I had done both, here I'll do that in green. Okay, m equals -2, -3. Watch what happens from my y-intercept. I go down to left 3, 1, 2, 3. That point's not on the line, is it? It's going completely the other direction. Okay, so if I go down 2 and left 1, 2, 3, see, I get a completely different line. So don't make them both negative. Assign that negative either to the numerator or the denominator. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Get some practice with it, and then we'll go a little deeper with it. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody. Cool.